video later. Okay, good morning, Wei Feng. Okay, what is the topic that we're going to cover today?
Fractions.
Yes, fractions. What is the subtopic? Fraction and division. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, the topic that we're going to cover for today is fraction and division. Okay, before this, we already learned about the addition and subtraction of the addition and subtraction of the fraction. And then for today, we only cover for the division of the fraction. Okay, the three important keywords that you need to remember for the dividing fraction. Class, am I talking to the wall? Am I talking to the wall? Please respond something.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so the three words that you need to remember for the dividing fractions are keep, change, flip. So remember the keywords, which is K, C, F. K, C and F, not KFC, K, C, F. What does mean by K? Keep. C stands for change. F stands for flip. Okay, how? Okay. First thing you have to do is you have to keep the first fraction the same if a whole number placed over 1. Okay, teacher going to show an example, and then change. You have to change the sign to the multiply sign, which means the division sign you have to change it to the multiplication sign. And then the third one is flip, which means the first fraction you have to remain same, no any changes for the first fraction. And then the division sign you have to change it to the multiplication sign. And then for the second fraction you have to flip the second fraction. Okay, now teacher going to explain with the example of question here. Okay, can you all see 1 over 6 divide 3, the example that teacher wrote here? Can see the example or not?
Yes, teacher.
1 over 6 divide 3, yes.
Yes,
So
teacher.
1 over 6 is the first fraction. So do we need to change anything for the first fraction? Do we need to change the first fraction? No, we have to keep the first fraction same. And then division sign, we have to change the division sign to the multiplication sign. Can you all see how teacher changed the division sign to the multiplication sign here? Can see or not?
Yes.
Okay, divide 3. Okay, how to write 3 in fraction form? How to write 3 in fraction form, class?
3 over 1. And 1 over
Very good. I. How to write fraction form? 3 in fraction form?
1.
3 over 1. Yes, very good. So, we have to change 3 as a numerator and 1 as a denominator. Okay, now, for the second fraction, do we need to change the second fraction? What teacher said? Yes, because we have to flip the second fraction. Okay, how to flip? How to flip the second fraction? Denominator goes to numerator, and then numerator has to come down for the denominator. Can see or not? 3 over 1 is the fraction, and then if we flip the second fraction, it becomes 1 over 3. Can see or not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. For the multiplication, now the division, we already changed to the multiplication. Okay, for the multiplication, we don't have to make the denominator equal. We just do the direct multiplication. 1 multiply 1 is equals to 1. 6 multiply 3 is equals
18.
to 18. Unless the answer you need to simplify. So if no any simplification, you just write the direct answer. Can understand or not?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So remember class, teacher going to show one more example here. Okay. 1 over 2 divide 4. Correct? So who can explain to teacher this one?
Teacher, can I
The
try?
first thing, yes, can Adish. The first thing you have to remember the keep, and then which one you need to
Keep the
change,
first
and then
fraction,
yes.
the second, the whole number,
Louder, louder, Adish,
and
louder.
keep the 4 over 1, and
Okay.
then change the sign, the division sign to multiplication,
Okay.
and then you flip over the fraction and you multiply.
Okay. So what is your answer?
1 over 8.
1 over 8. Okay. Remember class, teacher said for the multiplication, you don't have to make the denominator equal. Okay. You have to multiply the fraction directly. Understand? Understand or not? Understand or not, class?
Yes, teacher.
So please respond
Teacher.
something. Okay. Now, who wants to try question number 1, number 2, and number 3? We already answers in options. You just have to choose the correct answer after do the working. Number 1, who wants to try? Fiona, do you want to try?
Uh,
Which one, teacher? Can I try?
Yes, you may try, Luisa. This one is just division fractions only.
Teacher, 1 over 2 cup.
Louder, louder, louder.
1 over 2 cup of candy. Teacher.
1 over 2 cup of candy. No, I want you to explain the working. Don't just say the answer. Explain the working. 1 over 4 cup of candy. She divides the candy among her 2 friends. So, how much candy will each friend get?
1 over 4
Yes.
divide
Try. 1 over 4 divide.
2.
Very good. Then, what is your next step? Just now teacher showed the step by step, right? So, explain the steps.
Mm,
Louisa, remember or not the steps that teacher taught just now? Can see the example here. The first thing you need to do is you have to write the 3 or the 4 in the fraction form. Can you see? 1 over 6 divide 3 over 1, correct? And then the first fraction you have to keep. That means you have to remain, it has to remain the same. And then you have to change the multiplication sign. Can see or not? The division sign you have to change to the multiplication sign. And then the second fraction, you have to flip. So same goes to the question number 1. 1 over 4 cup of candy, you need to divide with 2, correct?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so 1 over 4 divide. How to write the second fraction?
1/4 times.
Times. No. 1 over 4. No. You follow the steps, Luiso. You don't just tell the answers. Follow the steps. Okay, the first step, if not, you will get confused. Okay, 1 over 4. Okay, divide with 2 over 1. Correct?
Yes,
When
teacher.
you write the 2 in fraction form. Okay, 2 over 1. Correct?
Yes.
Now, okay, what is the second steps after you write in fraction form?
Then
Change. What C? C stands for change. What you need to change now?
change the sign to times.
Yes, very good. So 1 over 4 times 2 over 1. Correct?
Yes,
And
teacher.
then after C is what? F. Flip. So what you need to flip now?
Mm,
Do we need to flip the first fraction?
no, teacher.
No. So how about the second fraction?
Mm,
Pastor Luiso, your friends all are waiting. Yes, we have to change the second fraction. So now 2 over 1 become
2/1 become 1/2.
very good. So what is your answer now? 1 over 4 multiply 1 over 2. Is it?
Yes, teacher.
So what is your answer now?
1/2.
Hey,
Eh?
count properly the denominator.
1/8.
1 over 8. Very good. So the answer is C. Okay, question number 2, Fiona.
Um,
All are the dividing fractions.
five friends.
Yes, Fiona, is same actually. 5 friends want to share 5 over 6 of pie equally. What fraction of the whole pie should each friend receive? So you need to divide, correct?
Yes, teacher.
How to divide?
5 divide 5 over 6.
5 divide 5 over 6. No, 5 over 6 divide 5. So how?
The answer is C, is it, teacher?
Why? No, wrong. Try to follow the step that teacher taught just now. How to do? Yes, Xiaoyangi, please try. 5 over 6, you have to divide with 5. And then please remember the steps that teacher taught.
5 over 6 equals to 5 over 6
Equals
divided
to,
by 5 over 1.
okay.
And 5 over 6 times 5 over 1.
Yes.
And 6 over 5 times 1 over 5 equals to...
Hey. Why you need to flip the first fraction?
Times 5 over 1 is
No. First fraction you don't need to flip Chayangi. First fraction remains same. 5/6. Multiply
Yeah,
only you have to flip the second fraction 1/5.
5/6 times 1/5 equals to
Equals to
5/30.
very good. So do we need to simplify?
Yes.
Yes. What is your answer after simplify?
1/6.
Very good. So the answer is A. Okay, question number 3. Faster, who wants to try? Class, who wants to try? Except Adish, Fiona, Chayangi and Louisa. Who else wants to try?
Teacher, can I try?
Don't waste.
Conserve resources.
Yes, can.
Resources means like your water,
Two
the trees
friends
around you.
share
That is your
1
resources.
over
We
3
need
a
that
teacher
to live
and
every
equally
day.
what fraction
So
of the
how are you
teacher
going to
each
help
person get?
save your
Okay.
resources? Don't waste water.
1
Plant
over
more
3
trees.
divided by 2
Uh,
over 1.
Okay.
And then
it sounds to me like you didn't read so much detail.
and 1 over 3
Okay, now I'll finish your
times 2
summary
over
and
1.
do it now.
Okay.
Ethan.
Then 1 over 3
So
times 1
Ethan,
over 2.
Okay.
you have the homework to finish.
So
Answer
it's
is?
equals to 1 over 6.
Very
Understand?
good. Answer is 1/6. Okay. Can understand or not? Who still cannot get the answers?
Teacher.
Question number 1, the answer should be C. Can see or not? Nobody is in the call. Oh, everybody is in the call. Who is not in the call?
No one.
Hey, I saw Mr. Michael in the call just now.
Who's ready?
He left. When he left?
Yes.
Long time already.
No.
Okay, so question number 1. Your answer supposed to C, it's not A, correct? So the 2A correct, number 3A also correct. Okay? So please don't get confused for the question number 1. The answer is C. We got C just now. Okay, one more slide. Okay.
Yep.